are getting ready to kick things off here. Smith County is going to be kicking off from right to left here on your WHIN radio dials. And you don't want to miss this, as number 15, as Bradley Pickett, is going to kick things off for Smith County. He's going to be on the left hash. In the back, we have Aaron Freeman. And it looks like James Jarrell is going to be handling the other kickoff duty.
Yeah, that was the Isaiah scanned and injury report right there. He's been back there with Aaron Freeman at some point, but looks like James Jarrell's the guy tonight.
Kick is a short pop-up kick. It's going to be fielded on a fair catch by Dylan Gann. They moved Dylan up probably for that very reason.
They talked about in the pregame in the game plan that they had a short sideline kick. They were going to move Dylan Gann to that weak side and try to catch that on the fly right there.
And he did. So Dylan Gann took in. The Eagles are going to start on their own 38-yard line on the left hash as Xander Hodge brings them out. And he had a really good grasp of the offense last week. It's going to be interesting to see how he attacks Smith County's defense this week. Yeah, for sure. Quarterback run game's gotten better. Skill position guys that are new have kind of settled into their roles right here. It's go time tonight. Hodge in the shotgun, Lilly on his left hip. Freeman and Gann. Freeman goes in motion. Ball fakes to Freeman, gives it to Lilly up the middle. Lilly plows forward. He's going to get up to the 44. And a gain of 6 on first down off the misdirection to Aaron Freeman. Little new play call right there. Everybody in the stands thought Freeman was getting that ball going around the edge, and ended up being Lilly back up the middle. Good play call. That was a little sneaky. As Lilly does get it, we're going to put it closer to 5, it appears. We're going to call it second and a short 5. How about a long 4? Long 4 even. I'll take it. As Hodge is in the shotgun once again, same formation. Thomas Francis out wide to the right. Gann in motion. Hodge takes a snap, rolls out to his right. Looking to air it out. Comes across the middle to Aaron Freeman. What a catch! Oh, goodness. Aaron Freeman with the catch on the dive. Hey, that was that little flood play they ran last year where it had 3 guys breaking to one side. Had Dylan Gann short, Freeman in the middle, had somebody else long. Gann was covered out in the flat. Xander got it right over his head, right into the arms of a diving Aaron Freeman for a fantastic catch. Absolutely. Freeman with the catch is going to be a first down for your Eagles on the 41-yard line. Love that play. Of Smith County. Hodge once again in the shotgun. There's a snap. Fakes it to Lilly. Going to throw it across the middle to Freeman. Oh, and he had room, but he's going to throw it just a little too tall for the junior receiver. A little quick hitter right there. Had Freeman lined up in the wing spot. He kind of run like a little hot route. Like you'd see a tight end run in the NFL. A little high on the pass. It hit him in one hand. He couldn't bring it in. He might have had a touchdown. He catches it. Really just one man to beat. I don't even know if that safety was expecting him coming. I don't think so either. So it's going to be second and 10 from the Smith County 41. Maybe we're pulling out. It's a pull out of the stop night, Coach. It's 2 plays we haven't ran all year long so far. Hodge in the shotgun. He's got both Gann and Lilly beside him now. Takes a snap. This one goes to Gann. Gann follows the block of Lilly. Cuts back towards the middle. He's going to spin forward to about the 31. He's going to be awful close. A little hesitation in the hole right there. Going to read his blockers and read the defenders. He made 2 guys miss. Little stutter step and shift at the end. Almost picked up the first down all by himself. They're going to put him at the 32. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for the Eagles on the Smith County 32. Shotgun look. Grant Lilly offset to the right. There's a snap. Goes to Lilly. Lilly tries to push forward. He's going to keep those legs churning, and I think he got to the 30. What an individual effort by the senior. Might get a measurement right here. We'll see, but he got close to it for sure. I think they're putting it on the 30. If they put it on the 30, they're going to move it. Yeah, absolutely. They're going to call it first. Move a change. So it's going to be another first down for the Eagles on the 30. 9:57 to go here in the opening quarter of play, and the Eagles are driving. Hodge with the play call. Good size on that Smith County defensive front right here. Gonna be big. We get our blocks down every night, all night long. 77's a load on the defensive line. Hodge sends Gann in motion. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be. I guess it's going to be on the Eagles. Yep. Too eager right there. So there's going to be no, they're going to say offsides on Smith County. They're going to say they jumped it. And that caused the excitement, if you will.
We'll take it, yeah.
So it is 1st and 5 now, 25-yard line.
A lot of momentum offensively early on tonight. Can't get caught, with penalties slowing down the momentum.
Absolutely not. As they're getting into the tougher area, almost to the red zone.
Got to be disciplined right here.
Hodge in the shotgun, Lilly beside him. Freeman goes in motion. Hodge steps back to air it out. Air it out for Ryland Stats in the corner, looking for the fade route. He's going to. No, incomplete, but there is a flag down.
There is a flag on the play. Balls in the air is a great route ran by Stats. He was going to be open.
Pass interference called on Smith County. Robert, I thought I had the perfect interview to have him go and make that catch. Would have been incredible. But there's going to be pass interference called on the Smith County Owls. And it's going to be an automatic first down for the Eagles to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal on the 10 for the Eagles as they are driving on this first drive of the game.
Defender had his hand on his shoulder the whole way.
9:05 remaining.
Easy call right there.
Gann and Francis both out wide. Freeman goes from left to right. Toss goes to Lilly. Lilly trying to get around that right hand. Has blockers in front of him towards the goal line, and he's in! There it is. There's the call. It is a Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles. And William Stiles Country Financial first score of the game for Westmoreland on the 10-yard run by Grant Lilly with 8:58 to go here in the opening quarter of play.
I didn't catch all their numbers. A great, tough, hard run by Grant Lilly, but he had 3 fantastic blocks thrown in front of him.
Gann and Freeman, I know were out there. I'm not sure who the third one was, but I know Gann and Freeman for sure were in front of him. Snap is away, a little low, but Hodge gets it up, and Cook puts it through. With that, the Eagles take a 7-0 lead on Smith County with 8:58 remaining. And ready to kick this one away. It looks to be 0 is in the back of the low line drive kick, handled on the bounce by number 6 for
Luke Cornwell.
Smith County, Lucas Cornwell. With the recovery, and so a little bit of gamesmanship on the kickoffs here as Smith County kicks the little high kick short. The Eagles kind of skip it.
Kind of pooch kicked it, dare him to grab it versus and try to run with it versus fall on it, always taking a chance of dropping it right there. Smith County guys had to fall on it and just make sure they maintain possession. Let's see what the Owls got on offense.
Riley Martin brings his crew out. He is in the shotgun with 2 running backs beside him, a couple receivers to the right. As Martin takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls towards his right, going to throw it short. That's the number 18. And he is met and tackled hard. Grant Lilly.
What a pop by Grant Lilly. Boy, he turned that guy backwards. Grant was on him as soon as he caught it. He got 2 yards on the catch, but he wouldn't get anything else.
The reception by Caden Mason for Smith County. They give him a credit of 3. And the great tackle by linebacker Grant Lilly, fresh off a touchdown run for the senior.
Playing both ways. That's how we do it around here.
Martin in the shotgun. He's got a receiver on both sides now. Snap is away. Hands it off inside. That is 0 trying to turn the corner. He is sealed inside and brought back towards his runner. Brought down by Burns and Gann. So a short gain for number 0. There are 2 number 0s. I will guess that's Peyton Binkley. There's 2 zeros listed on the roster, courtesy of Max Preps. So
one from
kind of hard to tell.
Maybe. We bring up 3rd and 4 on the 33-yard line. Tough hitting right here by the Eagles. A big play right here.
Absolutely. You bet Riley Martin is probably looking to put this one in the air, so he's going to test that secondary, especially without Isaiah Scandon.
I'm looking for a cute quarterback run right here. Let's see. I got 3 and out on that first possession. After coming down and scoring the first drive, be huge.
Martin in the shotgun.
Blitz coming.
Takes a snap. Looking back towards the middle. Going to air it out and going to be too tall for Cornwell, which is hard to do.
Yeah, no doubt. 6'8". It's hard to overthrow 6'8". Blitz was coming right there. Heard the quarterback. Good call by the defense. rush the throw a little bit, overthrew the receiver. We're going to have 3 and out. Eagles can get the football back.
So Smith County on to punt it away. Aaron Freeman back to return. He's going to be standing on the 35-yard line.
Not sure what kind of punt game the Owls have got, but our return team has been tough. Been tough all year long.
Snap is away. It's a high kick. The punter's able to bring it down. He does kick it up. It is going to be a short kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the, they'll give it right at the 40 or 38-yard line of Smith County. Barely past the original first down marker. But
shanked that one. Been better off going for it.
But Grant Lilly is down. Grant Lilly is down. He is kind of reaching at his shin. And we're going to have a timeout by the official as athletic trainer Rachel Hester is out to check on Grant. Xander Hodge will come out here as Grant Lilly is going to be over on the side here at the moment. So we will see, it looks to be Braxton Cook that's going to be right beside Xander Hodge in the shotgun. Fresh off a touchdown drive for the Eagles, up 7-0. Freeman in motion. Ball goes to Freeman on the end around, trying to follow Morris. Has a hold, gets back around outside, tackle from behind at the 32-yard line. So reset here as they move the first down marker to second down. 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
Call a 6-yard pickup.
We'll call it 6. 2nd and 4. Eagles lead 7-0. Fresh off a touchdown run by Grant Lilly, and had great field position to start here in this one as they are 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line. Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Thomas Francis out wide to the right.
Braxton Cook in at fullback now.
Hodge sends Gann in motion, takes snap, and a flag is down. And it looks like the Eagles are clapping on this, so it looks like there's going to be a penalty on Smith County. Waiting for the call. Is offsides penalty on Smith County. And the Eagles will get a free first down on the penalty to the 32-yard line. Or excuse me, the 27-yard line.
That's 2 now.
They're going to say they're not going to move the chains here. Oh, there they go. There they move it.
They're going to say an encroachment there. That's twice you've seen that call without an offensive false start. That's surprising. We've had the Owls defense on their heels, yet they still jumping off sides.
Hodge in the shotgun, rolling out towards his left. Going to air it out in the flat. That is to Francis. Francis back to the ball. He's going to be complete. It's going to be enough for another first down to the 13-yard line.
What a great pitch and catch right there by Xander Hodge and Thomas Francis. Man, he's putting them on a dime. He looked crisp and clean right there.
Absolutely. I was about to tell you, that route was fantastic by Thomas Francis.
Justin Bandy, one-on-one right there. This is the Bandy School of Receiving.
Absolutely, as the Eagles are in the red zone at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10, under 6 minutes to play. Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Cook beside him. Sends Gann in motion. Snap is away. Gives this one to Gann. Gann trying to get around that right hand. Trying to turn the corner. Trying to turn on the Jets. He's going to spin off of one. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Looks to be at about the 6-yard line.
Got about half of it.
Good gain on first down for the sophomore running back. And it'll be 2nd and we'll call it 3.
We had a lot of bragging last year on Cade Perry as a first-year starter at quarterback. I think the same can be said so far for Xander Hodge. Like that passing game for a first-year quarterback, week 4 now, has looked pretty on point.
Hodge ready to receive this one. He's got Francis wide left. Freeman in motion. Freeman gets him, trying to get around the end around, cuts back towards the middle, towards the goal line. He's tackled, but he is in. Another Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles. Eagles up 13-0. Now pending this extra point. 4:55 remaining. Braxton Cook on to kick this one through the uprights.
Yeah, somebody call him.
Hodge ready to put it down. Snap is up. Kick is away, and it is good. So with that, 4:55 remain. Eagles lead 14-0 over the Smith County Owls here on WHNRadio.com. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as the Eagles get ready to kick this one back away. And Robin, as Braxton Cook is ready to kick this one off, this is the offense we've kind of been waiting to see, and they've opened this playbook up.
Opened the playbook up, wide open tonight, Coach. You know, ain't no sense. We're in week 4. We're 2 weeks away from rolling into region play right here. It's time to get good at everything. Ain't no sense to hold nothing back now. It's going to be on tape one way or the other.
Cook to kick it away. It's a low line drive kick. Once again, Cornwall lets it bounce now, handled by Smith County. That right side is going to be tripped up, and a late flag comes out, and we'll see. I think that Smith County coach has been on that referee's ear for most of the evening. I wouldn't be surprised if this one's on Westmoreland.
I guess we're due for one. We'll see.
So waiting for the call here. No, it's a sideline warning on Smith County.
Well, we're 3 for 3 on flags then.
So right now at 14-0, this is probably a very critical drive, especially when you have a throwing quarterback like Riley Martin on the other side.
Yep.
You want to get this stop here and force them to become one-dimensional after this.
Well, still a lot of football left. You know, they don't have to necessarily go to the straight air passing game right now. They need a long, methodical drive and score right here. Our defense needs to bow our neck and just completely win this first quarter.
Martin takes a snap, hands off inside. He's going to be tackled from behind. That is Rollins Stats with the tackle.
Daddy.
Absolutely.
He dang near picked him up and hip tossed him. He was making sure that back went down with authority. He made the contact. He made the tackle all by himself.
We'll give it a loss of 1 on the play. This will be 2nd and 11. As Martin is in the shotgun. Snap is away. Handed off inside. Once again to 18. Comes upfield. Tackle from behind by Grant Lilly. Finished by Jason Sterlinski to the 40-yard line. And number 18 for Smith County is Caden Mason.
Got half of it back now. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 from about the 41-yard line.
3rd and 5, absolutely. And this is a big play. I imagine that the senior quarterback's going to put this one in the air.
That last play there was a run up the gut. That hurt us a lot in week 1. That may be a weakness of our defense here.
Snap is away. Handed off to Mason again. Mason's going backwards, trying to get around that corner. He's going to push towards that first down marker. He's going to get it. And it's going to be his first down for Smith County on the impressive speed burst by Caden Mason.
He was quick. That was an impressive run right there, no doubt about it. Give credit where credit's due. I think we were expecting something different right there. You know, he got to the edge and picked up just enough. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their Owl 48-yard line.
So Smith County records their first down of the game there. As Martin has his big tight end Cornwall on the right, Mason beside him. Martin takes a snap, gives it to Mason again inside. That's not Mason, that's number 9. Now with the starter step, trying to get out the right side, trying to beat Freeman, or Freeman will trip him up. Number 9 was Julian Dillon. And the long first down run by the junior.
Freeman with the shoestring tackle got just enough up to trip him up and bring him down. He was one guy away from scoring right there. That was a bigger back. He had a little bit of a burst to be as big as he was. So far, the gashes up the middle has been what hurt us.
So we're on the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the first time for Smith County. As Dillon is beside Martin once again. Martin takes a snap a little off to the left, but he's going to be handoff slow inside. That one is met by Easton Morris first and finished off by Dustin Burns. What you're talking about getting right up the middle. I believe Easton Morris took offense to that.
Yeah, they answered the call right there. 2 gashes up the middle on back-to-back plays. And Easton Morris decided this nose guard ain't going to take no more of that. And he pushed the pocket back almost by himself. Gang tackle number 9, about 5 yards deep in the backfield. Unfortunately, forward progress is only going to cost him 1 yard.
Loss of a yard. So it's 2nd and 11 with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Eagles lead 14-0, but Smith County is driving to cut that into that lead. Martin, all of his receivers on the right side, sends one in motion, takes a snap, steps back into the pocket, going to air it out towards that right side. It's going to be too strong, too long for his receiver, incomplete. 3rd and 11 now.
Had about 4 guys going out in pass routes right there. He took the toughest option. He threw it to the back corner of the end zone. I thought, I mean, you got a 6'8" tight end running down the middle. You think he'd lob it up there and let him go get it. He took the toughest pass to complete out of his options right there. Of course, that helps us out. I'm not complaining.
Absolutely. So it's 3rd and 11. Once again, I can't pretend to speak to Smith County's kicking game on what would happen if they are unsuccessful here on the first down. We will hopefully find out as he is 4 wide. Martin in the shotgun. He's got Dylan beside him. There's the snap to Martin. Martin looks towards his left, steps up into the pocket, trying to run, find some room to run. He's going to be hit a couple times, finally brought down by the Eagles. Roundstats was there, so was Morris, but Dustin Burns is the one that brought him down first, and there is a penalty on the play.
Flag on the play right there, thrown in the area of holding. That's going to back him up 10, Coach.
It is going to go back another 10. It would be interesting to see with it being 4th down. It looks like Coach Harris is one to take the down.
Make it 4th and 11. See what they do right here.
So it's 4th and long. They gave it 1 yard gain on the play.
Figure you'd rather try to stop them on 4th and 11 than give them 2 shots at 3 at 3rd.
They are
21.
going to kick it. They're going to kick the field goal here. It is number 15, Bradley Pickett.
Left-footed kicker.
Left-footed kicker is going to be from 35 yards away. Kind of on the right side. Pickett ready to kick this one away. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's going to be off to the right. And so the decision to decline the penalty nets the ball back for the Eagles.
Hey, figure you got one chance to stop a 4th down and 10 plus. You take that every day.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball's going to be put on the 20-yard line. And so,
unfortunately, it's not the NFL. We don't get it where they kicked it from, right?
Everything except high school.
Yeah.
Everything except high school, you get it where it's kicked from. High school, it goes to the 20, which is why I always say, by the way, if you're far out, go ahead and try a field goal.
Yeah.
See what happens. If you're like at the 40 or at the 30 or 40, if you got a strong enough kicker. Because if it breaks the end zone, it's at the 20. But that's where Xander Hodge is going to start things out here. He's got Grant Lilly right beside him now, back into the game. Hodge takes a snap, gives it to Lilly. Lilly finds a hole on that right side, tries to bounce off of one. He's going to be twisted backwards. Very little gain, if anything. It looks like it's going to be 0.
He got twisted up as he went down, kind of came down awkwardly on his right leg. He's getting up limping a little bit. It's going to be Braxton Cook checking in for him right now.
So Cook does come in for Lilly. I don't blame Coach Harris there.
Think about all those dives and runs up the gut. A lot of times you get hit from the blind side, or you get hit from a side you don't see coming. Those linebackers are coming to eat you up, and he took a tough hit right there.
So Hodge, 2nd and 10. 20-yard line on the right side. Sends Freeman in motion. Fakes it, gives it to Cook inside again. Cook keeps pushing forward. He'll get to about the 27-yard line. And that little sneaky play of Freeman coming around, looks like it goes to him and comes to the fullback instead. Worked again.
Hey, it's been good for 5, 6, 7 yards every time we ran it.
We'll give that one credit for right about 8 yards,
hey,
just shy of 8.
Sometimes, your offensive linemen don't get enough credit as far as being thinkers in the game. Jay Schapphauser, the right tackle, he's in my first block class. He talked about how they were going to mix up some of their blocking schemes to sort of offset some of the stunts that Smith County tries to do on defense, and so far it looks like it's working.
Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Cook right beside him. Hodge takes a snap, gives this one to Cook. Cook trying to find a hole. Not a whole lot of room to the run as he is tackled in the backfield. No gain on the play for the junior running back.
Going back to Jay Schapphauser, like I said, a lot of linemen, tackles especially, they just get to block the guy in front of them or check down. Jay's come into my class this morning, first block, and he said, Coach, guess what? He said, I get to pull tonight. They're going to have me pulling back towards the middle to pick up some of these stunt guys. He was super excited, and so far it's working out.
And so that's the end of the first quarter with the Eagles leading 14-0 over the Smith County Owls. We'll be right back after these words on WHNradio.com. And Robin, I was kind of interested to see who is going to punt this one away. It is Grant Lilly's back out there to kick this one off. So Grant Lilly on to punt as it is 4th and about 2.
He has been hobbled the past couple plays. He's took a couple of hard hits to come off. Now he is our punter, and that right leg is going to be his kicking leg. So we'll see how well he gets this one off. His left leg is his plant leg. That's the one he's been come up limping on a couple times. So we'll be interesting to see how this punt works out.
Absolutely. So play is blown in. 4th and about 3. Lilly. The Eagles tried the little move to get them to jump. Smith County played under control. Lilly takes, oh goodness. And they look fine as it goes all the way to the 30. That is Mason trying to find a hole here. There is a flag down on a crackback block on Dustin Burns. He got hit.
He got disconnected from the ground. Intentional crackback cheap shot. Like there was no attempt. I mean, he was already past him as a tackler. Like there's no way he was making the play. And that Smith County guy just came in flying from the blind side and laid him out.
And so they're going to push this one back on what was actually a halfway decent return by Mason.
It was.
Smith County. And so it is going to push back here several yards from that point. And Riley Martin will take his team out with that falling from behind. So, Rob, as we kind of push back here, we got several things to talk about here tonight. We're going to have our upset picks later this evening.
Oh, man, I'm still conflicted.
Oh, you got to pick first, so I got to wait for you to pick one.
I know.
For that one. We're going to have good conversation. You want to talk about Titans during halftime a little bit? We haven't really talked about what we talked about at halftime. We can talk about Titans, I think, for a little bit. I think that'd be fun. Talk about some college football as well. And we will also, later on tonight, have your Westmoreland Sports Report. And tonight, the extra point is on a lesson I learned from cross country. And it's one of my best ones.
Oh, yeah?
So you don't want to miss that one. It's going to be one of my best ones of my career. So you want to hear it. As Martin takes a snap, going to roll out looking towards the flat side on the right. Cuts up field. He's going to be tackled and brought down. Lilly finished him off. Looked to be Stats that had the first hit. Cook was slowing him down.
Minimal gain for as long as that play took and to develop and as many actions and hits that took place right there. Minimal 2-yard gain.
So it's be 2nd and we'll call it 8. Martin in the shotgun, receiver on both sides. Dillon beside him. Ball goes to Dillon. Dillon trying to get out on the outside, trying to turn that corner upfield. Freeman's going to grab him and hold on, and they're going to pull him down. A good gain, but it is going to be 3rd down. Good gain by Dillon. Gain of
about 5.
About 5.
Yeah. Had a chance to get him in the backfield, come up, missed the tackle there, and a host of Eagles brought him down at the 27-yard line. Or 22-yard line, sorry.
James Urell had a chance at him in the backfield, but that burst of speed that Dillon had got past him.
Yeah, he's quick, man.
So it's 3rd and 3 for Smith County.
You can't see it by not being here, but the size of these Smith County receivers, I don't understand why they're not trying to get them more involved in the game and just throwing it up to them and just see if we can cover them.
Martin in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Gives it to Dillon. Dillon spins off of one. Going to be grabbed from behind by the Eagles. That was Burns that grabbed him first. Number 42, finished off by James Urell.
But it looks like they're going to give him forward progress. They're going to give him a yard on the play. So bring up 4th down and 2.
But it looks like a punt team is coming out as that is Pickett in the back, ready to punt, seemingly to punt this one back to Aaron Freeman.
Aaron Freeman's just on the Westmoreland side of the logo, the 47-yard line.
Pickett on the snap. Kick is away. It's a spiral kick. It's a short kick, though. It's going to bounce at the 49-yard line, but take a Smith County bounce all the way down to the 34-yard line. So I want to remind you, this being the Ponce Law Broadcast Center, when you've been seriously injured, you want Sumner County's own Michael Ponce on your side. Michael grew up in Sumner County and started Ponce Law over 30 years ago. Let Ponce Law provide a free consultation if you've been injured in a car accident or hurt on the job. You have nothing to lose by calling and finding out what to do next. They offer a no-fee guarantee and can even open your case over the phone. So call Ponce Law, 615-851-1776. Ponce Law, justice for all. As Xander Hodge brings the play in, 9:29 remaining in the second quarter. Eagles lead 14-0 with the ball on the 34-yard line. Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Cook right beside him. Snap is away. Gives it to Cook. Cook's cut back towards the middle, lowers his shoulder, and he'll get about 5 yards on the play on the finishing move, pushing number 23 for Smith County back about a yard, and that 23 is Walker Hackett.
And the misdirection run up the middle has been great to us all night. It's, again, not good for another 5 yards, 5, 6, 7 yards every time we ran it. Nice to have that play in our back pocket when we need it.
So a gain of 5 for the junior running back.
As crisp as the passing has been so far tonight, Coach, I'd like to see us pass a little more on second down right here. Typically, second and 5 or less, you figure might run the ball.
I'm always pro passing, so.
Yeah, let's do it.
As this one does go inside for Cook. Cook lowers his shoulder again. He's going to push forward, push the pile, a whole bunch of owls. That is going to be enough for a first down.
Braxton Cook. Braxton Cook. I mean, he took the initial hit.
We don't need descriptions of all this, but the Smith County player is down and hurt.
I mean, it's one of those injuries you hope you never see at any sport or any level of play. You know, to see that and be on the field for that and then try to rev it back up and get that out of your head and hope something like that happens to you, you know, it's got to be difficult.
You're interested to see as Hodge now, we're getting ready to kick things back off. 8:37, Eagles lead 14-0. Hodge is in the shotgun. He sends Gannon motion from left to right. There's the snap. Hodge looking to roll out, looking downfield. Comes back towards the left. Has a whole lot of green space there to run. He's going to turn that corner. He's going to lower his shoulder. He'll get down inside the 40. There is a flag down, and it's not in a very good area for the Eagles.
That's in the holding spot. And you hate to see that because Xander had all day in the pocket, almost too much time in the pocket. He stood back there for what felt like 2 or 3 solid seconds before he took off with the run. And I'm not sure the hold even mattered. Xander was past the guy that was being held. That was totally unnecessary right there.
The worst part is the holding flags are about 5 yards behind the point of the ball.
It's not a spot foul, though, until you pass the line of scrimmage. So it's just going to be 10 yards from the spot foul.
Well, good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's only 10 yards from the spot when you're past the line of scrimmage.
So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Eagles. And push it back there. I find it a little funny just watching it. The Eagles were like, all right, well, we held. We're going to be right back at it. We're going to snap, ready to break the huddle. And the referee's like, no, wait, I'm still making my call.
Right.
They're with it. So he's going to push back. It is going to be 1st and 20 on the Eagles.
It's all right. Run that same play. We'll be back to the line of scrimmage.
Hodge in the shotgun. Sends Freeman in motion now. Takes a snap, going to toss it to Lilly. Lilly tries to cut upfield. He's going to be tackled after a very short gain.
He just don't look himself right now, Coach. I know he got that big booming punt right there, but that little burst you usually see from Grant on that tough, hard running, on that first initial contact when he gets hit, it just ain't there right now. I'm not sure he's got his legs completely back underneath him yet.
So the ball now on the 42-yard line, so we're going to call it still 2nd and 20.
You know, not a great job up front that time by the Eagles. And the offensive linemen going to, bow their necks right here and start getting a good push again. Maybe that goes back to, like you said, tough to rev it back up after having that intermission right there, especially over what it was for.
Especially, I mean, there's that plus the fact that the Eagles were on such high momentum, too. As Hodge will take the snap, rolling out towards his right, trying to air it out over the top towards Freeman. Freeman's going to dive and just go out past his extended hand. Another good throw by Hodge, though, if only about 6 inches shorter.
A little bit long on the pass. It was accurate. I felt like Freeman may have jumped a second too soon. He gets one more step and then lays out for it. He might get it right there. He jumped, and as he jumped, the ball just sailed over his head.
So 3rd and 20.
But
But back to what we were saying there a moment ago, that the Eagle momentum was so high at that point.
We've gotten everything we wanted offensively so far. So yeah, to have that intermission while we were on offense certainly threw a monkey wrench in the momentum that we had for sure.
Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Lilly right beside him. Xander sends Freeman in motion. Ball gives to Freeman around that end, following his blocker, trying to get upfield, following Borders. He'll get to the 49-yard line where it's going to be 4th and 11.
Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. A pickup of 9 there on the play. Just beyond midfield, almost to the 48. We'll call it a long 10 here. It'll be interesting to see where we go here. You know, I think maybe this position of the field, the momentum you've had so far, maybe 4th, 5, or 6, you go for it. 4th and 11, you probably got to kick this one. And it looks like
Freeman's going to be on to kick this one away.
But this screams fake punt, coach. Let's see what happens right here.
Aaron Freeman on to kick it. Grant Lilly down.
Same scream. Screams fake.
There's the snap. Freeman takes it, boots it. Is a line drive kick. It's going to be high. It's going to be fielded and bobbled at the 12. Strelinsky going for it. It looks like the Smith County Owl jumped on it first as Strelinsky laid out for that one, but the Owls are going to start at their own 5-yard line.
He barely got on it. I didn't see who that was for the Eagles, but there was an Eagle that laid out for Strelinsky. Maybe it was.
It was Strelinsky.
We had a chance of getting it right there. I did forget that Freeman is the backup punter. It does speak a lot too about how maybe Grant's legs are feeling. So
absolutely
nice spiral. He put a good leg into that ball. Let's see what the defense comes up with right here.
It was. So the Owls will start on their own 5 as Martin's in the shotgun. He's got 2 beside him. Martin takes a snap, hands off inside. That is to Mason. Mason trying to push the pile forward. He'll get about 2 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and we're going to call about 8 with 6:15 to go here in the opening half of play.
All things considered, get a stop right here and make or miss the rest of the way, getting into halftime up 14-0. And feeling like you had most of the momentum in your favor in the second half would be a win, or in the first half would be a win.
Absolutely. Martin in the shotgun. There's a snap, looking towards his left. Chase in the backfield. Morris from behind him is going to be thrown out of bounds. He was outside the box.
I'm not sure he was outside the box. It was close. He was on the hash marks. There was no receiver in the area because number 1 just took off downfield on a post route and left him.
So it is going to be 3rd and Coach Carter called it 9. You have it as 8. I'm going to go with you and your 8.
From our angle, it looks like the ball may be actually on the 6-yard line. 3rd and 8, 3rd and a long 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and a lot right here.
We'll take it. It's 3rd and a lot and a big down for the defense.
As their quarterback, he's standing on his own goal line.
Martin's in the shotgun, as you said, on his own goal line, shadow of his goal post. Sends Dillon in motion. There is a stoppage of play. And it's going to be a timeout taken by the Eagles. And it's a First National Bank timeout. First National Bank is proud to again be our season-long timeout sponsor.
3rd and a long 8 right here. Maybe Coach Harris didn't see something he liked on defense right here. Going to get something else drawn up for the boys. We get a stop right here. I figure we're getting first and 10 on the good side of the field.
Absolutely. So Martin's in the shotgun. He's got Mason right beside him. 2 receivers to the left. Sends number 22 in motion. Snap is away. Cuts back up towards the middle of the field. Going to air it out deep. Looking for his receiver, but the closest one was Freeman.
Yeah, the closest receiver had a red shirt on. Freeman forgot about the receiver. He was trying to run and get under the ball to catch it himself. And
now, I'll tell you that they're getting ready to punt this one. The Eagles have sent the house on every punt so far.
They have, and they've gotten close both times. And now you got the punter standing in the back of his own end zone, maybe two steps off the back line of the end zone. Brings a different level of pressure right there, both on him and the snapper.
Absolutely. As Pickett is there, ready to punt this one away. Snap is there. Snap is high, but he'll pull it down. But it is a very short kick. Bounce at the 27-yard line, but takes an Owl bounce to the 43-yard line. And the Eagles will start on the Owl side of the field at the 43 with 5:32 remaining in this opening half, leading 14-0. Trying to put a couple more points up.
If we more points up, you figure you're 2 first downs away from having Braxton Cook at least in field goal range. Could get a little momentum back offensively going into the half and go in there up 17-0 or 21-0. Sounds great to me.
It does, but as well as his offense has been clicking, I'd love to see him punch it in another time here.
No doubt.
Thomas Francis out wide to the right.
Grant Lilly back in the game at fullback.
Grant Lilly in right beside Hodge. Freeman in motion. Ball goes to Freeman. Follows his blockers. Gives it back to the outside. Lowers his shoulder. He'll get inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. Will be second and about 7. Maybe 6.
He'll call it 2nd and 6 for 39. Almost 38, about halfway between.
It looks like that spot, they put it right on the 38.
It does, don't it?
So a nice spot for the Eagles, and it's going to be 2nd and we'll call it 6.
Clock ticks, just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Hodge in the shotgun. Gann in motion this time. Ball goes to Gann, trying to get around the outside, turns the corner, gets upfield, finds a crease, down, tries to bounce back towards the middle, and he's going to get inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. What a run by sophomore Dylan Gann.
What a run by DG. I call him DG. I've known that cat since he's about 5 years old. He's DG to me. Boy, he has a burst. I'm telling you. When he got the ball in his gut from Xander Hodge, he just had a burst. A burst like no other.
Absolutely. Snap is away. This one's going to go to Gann again. Gann trying to get around that right side another time. Not as much room to run, but still another solid gain of about 4 to get about to the 12, 13-yard line. So the Eagles will be 2nd and looks to be about 6, short 6. As Hodge gets to play. And one of the things I want to comment here on, Robin, is the plays getting in and the offense setting up has been a lot crisper tonight than it has been earlier in the season.
For sure. No procedural penalties, too. How about that, Coach? Nothing on the shift, nothing on false starts, nothing like that either. We've been very disciplined on offense.
Hodge in shotgun takes a snap. Going to fake it. Hodge is going to keep it himself. The K. Perry specialist. He's going to try and push forward. Not a whole lot of room to run, though, as that one was really slow developing.
Slow developing, and they read that really well. Maybe he got a yard on the play. Bring up 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 now for Westmoreland, as Cook will check back in for Grant Lilly. And I don't know, I think I would love another one of those flag routes towards Stats and give that one another shot.
Something get us going to the edge. Get Xander on a rollout, give him the option to throw it or keep it.
It's a little too close for that 3-stack play that you like so much, but I'll try that flag route here for Stats as he is blocking on the left. Thomas Francis also there on the left side. Fresh off a touchdown catch last week. This one goes to Cook. Cook tries to get around the left side, pushes forward. There's a flag down. And so we are at the 9. It is another hold on the Eagles. And now it's an interesting spot. It's going to be 4th down, but it is definitely in Braxton Cook's range here at this point.
I think that Smith County will take the yards and back us up, despite the fact they'll know we're going for it on 4th and short.
So they are going to push it back, and we will call it 3rd down and 15.
But it looks like the 22-yard line.
About the 22 on the holding penalty.
But you figure you're in field goal range right now. You just don't want to do nothing to cause yourself to lose yardage, take a sack, nothing like that. No turnovers here. If you can get just a little bit more, make it a little bit easier on Braxton Cook, you figure you at least got 3 points right here. Don't want to give those away.
Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Cook right beside him. Freeman in motion. Fakes it to Freeman, rolling out towards his left.
That's my
Look
play,
back
Coach.
across the middle. Has a man in the flat. Braxton Cook has room in the flat. Cuts back up to the 10, to the 5. Pushing the pile forward towards the goal line. Does he force his way in? What do we say? What do we say? It is another Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles on what a run by Braxton Cook to get that one in the end zone. Robin Braxton's like, I know I can kick it from here, but I'd like to score a touchdown and then kick one if you don't mind.
That was the play I like. You called it. You said it was too tight for it. We ran it, but you never realized there was a guy sitting in the flat, too, just in case, because you never had to go there. Braxton was there, and he took it 22 yards all by himself.
Braxton on to kick this one away. Snap, set, kick is up. It's a short kick, but it's going to be long enough put the Eagles up 21-0 with 2:22 remaining here in the opening half of play. Don't go away, WHNradio.com. Absolutely. So Braxton Cook ready to kick this one back to Smith County. Eagles lead 21-0 with 2:22 remaining here in the second quarter. That's a whole lot of twos up on the board right now. As Cook ready to kick this one away. And as there is a high pop-up kick going to be fielded at about the 20-yard line on the run by Smith County. Trying to get up to that side. He's going to be tackled and thrown out of bounds by James Urell for the Eagles. So the Smith County Owls will start this possession on the 34-yard line after the 3 and out on the last one, leading to the Eagles' touchdown drive. And you kind of expect that at some point Smith County is going to test the receivers against our players. You talked about that earlier as something as an option for them.
Yep.
You would probably expect down 21-0. That's probably not too far from happening.
Especially right here with just 2 minutes to go.
As Martin takes a snap, hands it to Dillon inside. Dillon trying to get around that left end. Is going to spin forward, brought down by Easton Morris and Grant Lilly for the Eagles after a gain of about 5. The thing to remember here, by the way, Robin, is Smith County won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred.
So they're going to get the ball start second half. If they can just get anything right here and then come out and score on the first drive second half, they feel like they're right back in it. So these next 2 minutes are crucial.
Absolutely. As Martin is in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks towards his right. He'd be tackled from behind. Braxton Cook had a shot from him, and he missed. Going to run Lilly down that sideline before he's pushed out of bounds. That is by Scandon. By Gann, excuse me.
Much like we said about Xander, Riley Martin right there was very patient in the pocket. He went through all of his reads, realized he had nothing he liked, and scampered out the left side and picked up a first down. Going to be first down about midfield.
They're going to push it out before. It looked like he did, so they could come out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Smith County.
Stops the clock.
It did stop the clock as Martin takes a snap, looking towards his left, throws in the flat, short to Dillon. Dillon's going to be shake off of one and flip by another by the Eagles. That is Dylan Gann with the tackle, but they're going to save him just shy of the first down marker.
Once again, though, he did get out of bounds. That clock's going to sit at 1:27 seconds, and the Owls are 40 yards away from the end zone right here. Bring up second and a short one.
So the interesting thing here is the official is about 2 yards behind where the ball is. So his second very short. And the timeout is going to be taken here.
I'm going to measure it.
Probably measure or something, because he was on the 29.
Just saw the Owl coach go over and talk to the official. He wants a measurement. I guarantee that's what they've talked him into.
I would imagine from where that ball is compared to the first down marker, I think he's right.
I feel like they picked up 11.
Now, I don't know. I thought from where he first marked it was about there.
I mean, unless the chain stretches 11 yards off, he's backed the ball up now.
That's where he was standing the first time. The ball kept moving up to that 30.
It was on the 40, and he spotted at the 41.
40, excuse me.
Ball is supposed to be spotted at the 41, so they have moved the ball back, which will make it second and 1.
So once again, the clock is stopped as he got out of bounds. 1:27 to go, 41-yard line. Martin in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It is a low snap, but he pulls it up. Looking downfield. Cook chase from behind. Martin's going to air it out all the way down the field. It's a punt deflected by Aaron Freeman. Great play by Freeman and Gann to defend their goal line. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. And I'm not going to lie, as the offensive play caller, if it's second and that short, I don't mind the long.
I don't mind it, and I will. As much as I hate to say this, I'm not sure that hit wouldn't have tad early. I think you could have got pass interference on that all day long. If we're the one throwing the football, I'm going to want that call. So a little break right there as the flag stayed in the pocket because that could have easily been 15 yards.
So it's 3rd and 1, 1:18 on the 41-yard line of Westmoreland. Martin takes a snap. Going to hand it to Dillon. He's going to fumble it. It's going to be covered by Urell. James Urell on the pickup to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A Trevecca Nazarene touchdown by James Urell as Dillon for Smith County never quite had it in his hand. And James Urell says, hey,
look what I found. And starts running down the sideline, right down the middle of the field, all the way. No one was going to catch him as the Eagles take a 27-0 lead.
Wow.
With 1:09.
Just wow.
Braxton Cook on to kick that one away.
Never seen James Real run so fast. I'm telling you. He took the handoff from the quarterback, basically. Took it about, what, 57 yards to the house?
Yes, it was. About a 57-yard fumble return for James Urell and the Eagles. As Braxton Cook ready to kick this one. Xander Hodge to hold. Snap, set, kick is up, and it is good. So with that, with 1:09 to go in the opening half of play, Eagles lead 28-0 over the Smith County Owls. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as the Eagles now lead 28-0 over the Smith County Owls. Ready to kick it off again with 1:09 remaining. Braxton Cook over on that right side. And it's been hard, one of those that in this entire break, as we've been talking about that James Urell run, as Braxton Cook ready to kick this one off from the right hash. It's going to be a low line drive kick, going to skim off the ground, fielded by Smith County. Comes back up the field, cuts right up the middle, met by an Eagle defender and brought down by a flock at the 35-yard line. And that's where Smith County will start this next drive with 1:02 to go in the opening half of play. And kind of goes back to all those things we were talking about there at the end, Robin, that that deep pass was the play I would have run too. And you said, hey, that one could have gone either way. Well, then you got to get that first down. Well, it goes back to that spot.
Sometimes
that they had a little bit.
Sometimes you get a little fancy just trying to pick up 1 yard. I think the plan right there was just run a little draw play, get the 1 yard, still have a minute on the clock to go and try to
three timeouts,
run, plenty of time
call
left.
timeout.
Got a little fancy there. Just put your head down, pick up 1 yard. Next thing you know, Eagle football end zone.
Absolutely. So,
and it felt like this game was 14-0 just about 5 minutes ago. And matter of fact, it was. Now all of a sudden it's 28-0.
Well, everything is pushing up. It looks like there is a penalty on the Eagles.
I think it was a procedural penalty.
No, it's bigger than that. As they're going to put it all the way to the Westmoreland 48-yard line. And Coach Ryan Harris is getting an explanation here at this point in time. Doesn't seem real satisfied by it, but I'm interested to see what the official word is here. As him and the official are really talking about this one, Robin, and I would love to know what's going on down there.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very satisfied, but he's trying real hard to be understanding. Got a feeling it was some kind of personal foul call.
A personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct would be one of those, like I would imagine unsportsmanlike at this point. If
had to be, it had to be something like that to be 15 yards. Yep, unsportsmanlike on the Eagles.
So depending on who it's on, there's the one they get. My guess, just look at the line, Easton Morris looks like he's kind of heated right now. So that'd be my guess, but that is a complete guess on my part, not any fact I've got. As Martin now ready to take the snap, takes it. He's rolling deep towards his right. Trying to air it out down the field. Airing for number 1. It's going to be complete and caught and brought down from behind by Sterlinski.
That's the play
guarded by Hodge
for a few times. He finally hit a guy on it.
Pass was caught by a number 1. I don't have a number 1, so hard for me to tell who that, to give credit for that great catch for Smith County. As a timeout is going to be taken by the Smith County Owls. We will take a quick one with them as well here on WHNradio.com. As the Eagles are leading 28-0 now and getting ready for that halftime show. Riley Martin in the shotgun. Once again, first and goal from the 10. Martin takes a snap, rolling towards his right. Going to air it out. It's going to be too far out of his receiver's hands and fall incomplete. And I'm not going to pick a whole lot here, as I think we've got a bunch of help. But I think Ryland Stats is getting held pretty dramatically on that left side.
He sure was. Quarterback knew he was getting chased. He come out of that pocket quick and in a hurry. I think he threw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to.
So 2nd and 10 now, 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line as Martin is in the shotgun. Mason right beside him. There's the snap, rolling again. Here comes Burns from behind. He has to throw it deep, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown for the Owls. Waiting to see what this penalty is, though. There's a penalty on at the 5.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. Holding on
the defense.
It's going to be declined. And so Smith County will get points on the board. 28-6 now. And pending extra points. So they have the swinging gate.
That was the big pass to the big tight end. We talked about number 6, the 6'8", Lucas Cornwell, caught it at the back of the end zone.
So a timeout is going to be taken by the Smith County Owls. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. We've had a lot of timeouts there with it, so we will see how that all goes. You don't want to miss it here as we continue on. We may have that talk. 37.6 seconds. They do snap it here in that running gate, and the returner will get on the inside of the pylon, and we'll get 2 points for the Owls.
Well, that's something we've never seen before. Them actually snap it before the line shifts over. It was a quick snap, and he just took off sprinting to the right side, and we honestly didn't really know what to do because you don't really see that.
And so right now, Dylan Gann is over there. Thomas Francis on this side, just in case it comes either direction, it looks like. Having 2 very sure-handed players, Urell and Freeman, in the back if they decide to kick it all the way back there.
Looks like it's the same thing again.
Looks like it's going to be a true offside. It's going to bounce, and the Eagles are going to jump on it there in the front. A true offside penalty kick. And that becomes interesting now because now you're on the Eagle 47 as recovered by Easton Morris.
He dove right on top of it.
And so, I mean, you're at the 47-yard line, and now we're really at that about 2 first downs with 35 seconds and 2 timeouts for your Eagles.
And you got a kicker that can make a kick. And on top of that, like, I mean, I don't hate rolling out right here and trying to make one or two pass plays out of it and just see what you get. You need about one big chunk play.
Let's see what Hodge decides to do. He is under center. Gann in motion. Ball goes to Lilly. Lilly tries to gash up the middle. Has a gash hole to push forward to. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. Coach Harris calls a timeout. It's going to be a First National Bank timeout for the Eagles as it's all the way to the 35.
I think they expected us to throw the ball, and we did the exact opposite. Ran it right up the gut for about, what, 17 yards.
About 20. 29.3 seconds. Hodge is in the shotgun. He's got Lilly right beside him. Hodge takes a snap. Fakes a toss to Lilly. Going to air it out. Go on that right side. For his man, for Gann. It's going to fall incomplete.
Again, right there, don't hate it. Underthrown just a little bit. It was almost picked. The Owl defender dropped it on his way down. But again, it took 6 seconds off the clock. Now we're still sitting at 2nd and 10 from the same spot. I'd try that 2 more times, just trying to get at least 10 yards, 15 yards, get us in field goal range. I don't hate it at all. You know the play I want to see. I want to see that flood route rolling out to the left right here. Worst case, we dump it off to Braxton Cook, see if he can go 34 yards this time instead of 22.
I don't hate it. I would not hate it at all. So we'll see at the Eagles' shoes here as they are 2nd and 10 from the 34. Thomas Francis here wide to the left.
I think it's going to be it, Coach. I think it's going to be it.
Gann goes in motion. It's going to ball handed off to Gann. Try and get around that left edge. Has Francis blocking ahead of him. He's going to push towards the out-of-bounds line. He's going to get out of bounds at the 25. It is going to be, I believe, just shy of the first. No, they're going to give the first down from where it was.
No, they're not. No, they're not. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's what I thought, too. The official said give it to him. I thought it was 3rd and 1 as well, but the clock is going to stop. 16 seconds to go. Eagles still have a timeout.
Interesting right here. You got a timeout. You got 16 seconds left. You figure you got 2 plays if you run the ball. And you feel like you maybe got to run the ball to make sure you get the first down. But I'm not sure running the ball is going to get you in field goal range unless you draw up something good. I'd like to go back to that misdirection up the middle or something. It'll set up the field goal, get you in the middle of the field, and at least pick up the first down. Burn that last time out. You figure I get it 5 yards. You get at least 5.
Hodge in the shotgun. He's got Lilly behind him. Let's see what happens as Freeman goes in motion. It's going to go to Freeman. Freeman trying to get around that edge. Pushes forward to the 21-yard line. And Eagles will call a timeout. Kind of interested to see it at that, how quick that timeout was.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the part I don't like.
Francis on the right side. Lilly right beside Hodge. Xander with 10.4 seconds prepares for the snap. It looks like Smith County will take a timeout to counter it. A little bit of gamesmanship here, Robin, and you and I both as coaches love this coaching chess match. 10.4 seconds. Ryland Stats will move from right to left. Hodge steps out, looking deep, looking towards the end zone, towards Gann. It's going to be incomplete. And that's exactly really what you wanted for the Eagles. You wanted the touchdown if you could get it, but at the very least falls incomplete. 4.5 seconds on the clock, and we're going to give Braxton Cook a chance.
Took 6 seconds off the clock. Give Braxton Cook a chance to get his mind right on this kick right here. We're going to give him one shot at it right here. Don't hate this at all. And again, make or miss, you know, this is the kind of drives you need to win games like late in the season. Good job by the Eagles just to get down here and get it field goal territory and have a guy that can make this kick.
Absolutely. So they're going to be on the 28-yard line for the spot. So it's going to be a 38 kick from the left hash for Cook. Snap is away. Snap's good. Kick is up. It's going to be a line drive kick, and it is through.
Nailed it.
And to end the first half of play, Braxton Cook puts up 3 more points for the Eagles to take a 31-8 lead on the Smith County Owls here on WHIN Radio. We'll be right back after these messages for the halftime show. You don't want to miss it on WHINradio.com. As Sumner Coalition kickoff is away by Braxton Cook. It's a high kick right to the middle of the field. It's going to be fielded by Smith County, bobbled by number 0. He's going to pick it back up, try and get on that left end before he is met and tackled from behind. That is number 52 for the Eagles.
Jay Schaffhauser.
Jay Schaffhauser with the tackle for the Eagles.
Looks like we're going to spot at the 26-yard line.
And that's where they'll start here, once again, as you said, on the 26-yard line. And you kind of expect Martin to put this ball in the air. That's the success they had on that last drive, was up through the air. We'll see what Martin decides to do as he's in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes a handoff, is going to pull it down instead. Ryan Stats was in on him, made him come back out, and completes it to number 1. And before he is finally going to be wrapped down for progress, puts him just outside the 30. But man, oh man, Ryan Stats had a shot at him.
He sure did. He got a hand on him. Martin was able to break free, lay the ball up for number 31. Again, forward progress is going to be put the ball at the 31-yard line. He got pushed back after he caught it, but great pitch and catch right there.
So 2nd and 5 for the Smith County Owls. 2 receivers here to the right for Martin. As Martin, the snap is low, he's going to get it off to Dillon, but the snap was low, and that really just threw everything off for the Owls as the flock of Eagles is in the back. Looks like Grant Lilly is the last one off the pile, but there is a whole lot of Eagles back there. Braxton Cook back there, as well as Carson Borders.
We're going to put the ball back on the 20.
That low snap, the low snap cost the Owls a couple yards there.
Calls on 3. I felt like they got less than that, but we'll take it.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 8 for the Eagles, or excuse me, for the Owls on the 28-yard line where they'll spot it. Martin has 2 running backs beside him. There's the snap. Martin stepping back in the pocket, going to throw across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. And there's the penalty flag. You're looking for a defensive pass interference. Cornwall knew he had it.
Yeah, passes over the middle intended for tight end number 6, Lucas Cornwell, the big 6'8" target. Looks like Eagle defender had him by the arm. He got one hand up to grab the football, and the Eagle defender had a hold of the other one. And that's going to be a pass interference every time.
So it's going to be automatic first down for the Owls. To the 42-yard line.
You don't like the call, but it was the right call.
So 1st and 10, back towards the middle of the field as we have 10:19 to go in the third quarter. Eagles leading 31-8. Once again, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining us here on WHN Radio. Jeff Combs, Robin Spears here with you. As Smith County going left to right on your radio dials. Martin's going to throw in the flat here to Mason. Mason tries to make a move. He's going to be brought down. Sound tackling by Xander Hodge and Jason Sterlinski to get him down at the 49-yard line.
Pick up 7 yards, get it to the 49, bring up 2nd and 3. Just aired that one out to the flat, and he caught it. And split 2 tacklers to pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards. 7 on the game.
So 2nd and 3, 49-yard line for Smith County.
Watch the long pass play right here.
Martin puts his tight end from right to left, and his halfbacks kind of switch sides. Snap is away, but a whistle blows first. And the Eagles will take their first National Bank timeout. We'll take a quick one with them as well here on WHNRadio.com. So after the first National Bank timeout, Eagles lead 31-8, 9:36 to go as Martin's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling deep towards his left, sets his feet, gonna throw it out of bounds. Intended for number 22. But he was going a long way back, chased by a handful of Eagles.
Good contain right there on the weak side by Ryland Stats and company. Quarterback tried to roll out to the left, and he never could actually get outside of the pocket. He eventually had to end up having to throw that one away because he could feel Dustin Burns, number 42, beat down him from the backside. So good contain right there of the quarterback. You don't see that a lot in high school. A lot of times, if you want to get to the edge, you can get to the edge.
So 3rd and 3, right about this midfield spot that we had the fumble recovery earlier.
Send the
Martin
here.
takes the snap. Eagles are coming. Short pass is going to be complete and brought down after a short gain is Freeman with the tackle, but it is enough for a first down. A good read by the Smith County quarterback.
Yeah, we sent the blitz. We had 2 linebackers coming, and all he had left was his quick route to the tight end over the middle, and he hit him just enough to pick up the first down. Don't hate the aggressiveness on the defense. I like the play call.
First and 10, 42-yard line of Westmoreland side of the field. Martin's got 3 wide, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. He's going to hand it to Dillon, trying to get around that outside. Cuts back upfield, and he's going to be met by Braxton Cook, and there's the flag. Braxton Cook with the great tackle for no gain on the play. But there is a flag down. And I believe this is going to be a hold drawn by James Urell. So it is going to be holding on the Owls officially now. And that's where we'll move it to. So we'll push it back 10 yards. And the Eagle defensive line, they may not be as big as the Smith County line here, but they're definitely using their speed to their advantage, like a Ryland Stats, a James Urell, Braxton Cook, are really causing chaos.
Even Easton Morris right there in the middle, like they're shooting those gaps, and they're getting pressure on the pocket, and they're pushing, getting a good push up front, and they're getting them on the edge quick, fast, in a hurry.
1st and 20, back to the Smith County side of the field on the 48 as Martin takes the snap. Looking out, Cook is there from behind. His run down is Morris going to throw it right out of bounds, and it's going to be incomplete. And goodness gracious, the Eagle defense is making life hard for Riley Martin.
Yes, they are, and like I said, they may have missed a block in the back right there on Braxton Cook, but again, good pressure caused the incomplete pass. Just big difference tonight in how much time Riley Martin has in the pocket versus Xander. Xander's had all the time in the world to throw the football. Riley's been on the run at every snap. And you nailed it in the last snap, Coach. It's the good push where our front guys are getting.
Absolutely, as Borders, Morris, and Stats are there in the front. Braxton Cook, the linebacker spot here. And they're coming again on the Eagles. 30 was coming to the backside, and the Eagles complete it. But a good sound tackle by Jason Sterlinski for a gain of
just 2 yards.
2 yards, just still inside the 50. Aaron Freeman also there, but Sterlinski with the excellent open
I
field
like
tackle.
the strategy right here. Our linebackers, Braxton Cook, James Jarrell, Dustin Burns, or Logan Burns, they're quick, they're athletic. They're not real big, but they're quick and athletic. They're getting in the backfield so quick, Coach, that you're taking away those long passes. They don't have time to develop. So you're limiting Smith County's passing game or equalizing it right here just by being aggressive on defense. I love it. I love it.
3rd and long, 3rd and 18, right on the 50. Martin takes a snap. Has Cook coming again, tries to dodge it out. Borders is trying to run him down from behind. Rolling out, he's going to air it out deep down the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Guarded well by Freeman. Freeman not falling asleep on it. But man, oh man, Riley Martin is going to have nightmares of red tonight.
Braxton Cook's been all over him. That time Carson Borders was breathing down his neck as he approached the sideline. Like I said,
I'm not going to lie. I coach cross country. I don't want to be running with Carson Borders chasing me.
No joke, no joke. You feel like you automatically run faster. But hey, like 4 snaps right there, 4 blitz packages in a row. You love that. It's a great way to neutralize, like I said, neutralize the Smith County's long passing game. If they do get a long pass, it's hurried and it's on them sprint out of the pocket, and it worked.
Picking on to punt this one off. Freeman standing on the 20-yard line. Snap is a little high. Good kick. It's going to be fair caught by Freeman at the 23-yard line, and the Eagles will start their first possession right there with 7:45 to go in the 3rd quarter of action, up 31-8. And a good defensive possession by the Eagles. They may have bent a little bit, but you're absolutely right. That timeout, kind of like that scene from the movie, I guess, from Remember the Titans. Like, they're not going to gain another yard, and they just came blitzing on it. And Smith County had a hard time with it. Martin kept getting the throws off, but they weren't probably what they were hoping for.
Good stand right there by the Eagle defense. Hey, we've talked a lot about opening up the playbook. I think we've opened up the playbook defensively as well.
Xander Hodge is going to go under center. He moves Ryland Stats from right to left. Gann goes in motion. Ball goes to Gann. Tries to cut back upfield. He is going to be tackled for a short gain, modest gain of about 2 yards to the 26-yard line. And so Gann will check out. Or excuse me, that's Francis that's checking out. 7:20 and counting as the Eagles now have 2nd and 8, have that clock rolling. And the Eagles, let's just see what they look to run here. Because you're absolutely right. The playbook is open right now. I have no idea what's coming anymore. As Hodge will go under center, he moves Ryland Stats from right to left now. Or excuse me, left to right. Snap is away. Ball goes to Freeman. Freeman tries to turn the corner. He's not going to quite turn it. He'll get about 2 more on the play to the 29-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd and we'll call it 5. And so it'll be interesting to see if Xander Hodge looks to put this one in the air, as this time they sent Stats away from where they were going to go run with Freeman.
Right.
Kind of a little bit misdirection there. Once again, I know enough football to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about up here. That's about all the best I got.
Here, 3rd and 5, the playbook's wide open.
3rd and 5. They're going to move Round Stats again from left to right. Gann in motion. Ball goes to Gann. Gann trying to turn that corner. He's going to turn back upfield. He'll get past the 30 to about the 32, but he is going to be short of the first down marker.
Call it 4th and 2, looks like, from about the 32-yard line.
4th and 2. And punt team's coming on out for the Eagles.
You can see who punts it this time.
It is Grant Lilly as Aaron Freeman is checking out. Clock continues to tick as we're at 5:35 to go here in this 3rd quarter of action. Lilly ready to boot this one away. Snap is away. Set. Kick is up. It is a high kick, going to be fair caught by Smith County at the 39-yard line, but there are 2 flags on the field. One here at the 39-yard line for Smith County, and one over on the other sideline at the other 39-yard line. Voice of the Eagles, Tracy Carter over here believes we have the ball coming back to us.
There's too many men on the field. If that's the case, it'll be a first down Eagles. Looks like the offensive unit's headed back out on the field. Illegal participation, that's it.
So illegal participation on Smith County, and so we'll give it 5 yards, and that will result in a first down for the Eagles.
Take them any way we can get them.
Always take them any way we can get them, as the Eagles are going to be able to run off some more clock here, whatever they elect to do. As they took off some time there, and be interesting to see, because Robin, I don't want to fall into the same trap that they have been, because they ran the same, looked to be the same play 3 straight times there, just different directions.
That's what it seemed like, didn't it?
Would love to, as the variety and opening everything up has really opened things up for the Eagles. Be interested to see if Coach Harris decides to pull anything else out of his bag of tricks. Remembering, of course, that they are up 31-8, and you have region games coming up soon.
That's right. That's right. Feel like you want to at least get into the fourth quarter, though, before we start potentially limiting who's playing what.
Hodge under center. Sends Freeman in motion. Ball goes to Freeman, trying to get around that left end. Chased down from behind to the 41-yard line. A gain of about 4 for the junior running back.
Call it second and 6 from the 41-yard line. You're right. You know, right now the clock is your friend. Just let it tick, tick, tick. Get this game into the fourth quarter and then start trying to rest some legs for next week.
So
be a tough game next week at White House.
Absolutely will be. 2nd and 6 as Hodge goes back under center. Freeman in motion. Flag on the play. Looking to see, it is going to be an offsides penalty on Smith County. So I'll push it up 5 more yards for the Eagles. So it's going to be now.
Some of them do.
2nd and 2. There is another flag down the other side, and I believe this is stop the clock. It'll be a sideline warning as the flag was down once again. And so the Smith County coach, I believe, is not very happy because that's been 3 offside calls on his line.
Yeah, I think he's had enough tonight.
And so he has gotten the attention of the referee on his side. And so the head referee is going that direction after getting a word from the referee on this side. And they will have themselves a conversation. All right, so while they're having a conversation over there, Robin, we'll go ahead and make mine for sure here. My upset pick, you have taken MTSU at Nevada. I'm going to go with the backyard brawl. I'm going to audible. I'm going to hate myself when this happens.
No Badgers.
I'm not taking the Badgers. Once again, I'm with you. I would take them to cover, but I'm going to win it. I'm going to take the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Okay. To
beat the Pitt Panthers as a 7.5-point one. Once again, you said it perfectly for me. Home team in a rivalry game, 7 points.
And
I'll take my chances.
That's not just a rivalry game. That's a big rivalry for that neck of the woods. And the other thing, too, though, is the part that scares me there is I don't know much about West Virginia.
I know very little about them.
They're not the Rich Rod West Virginia Mountaineers anymore either. So
I know very little. Once again, I came into tonight, fully intending to take Georgia Tech, and then that number kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. If it was still at that 4.5 where it was last night, I was going to take it.
Well, if Georgia Tech wins and Tennessee wins, we'll both be bittersweet if our picks lose. But
yes, that's
I think
true.
We're making the right calls.
So we're going to go with your MTSU over Nevada. I am going to take West Virginia over Pitt, and we will.
And just a little honorary pick for the people. We're going to go Tennessee as an honorary pick for the people. Ain't worth nothing, but let's say we're rooting for it. Come on, you got to say it. I need to hear you say it.
I don't think what's happening.
I need to hear you say it, Jeff. Come on.
I mean, I've taken Tennessee. I took Tennessee when they beat Alabama that time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I have taken them. I am not a bitter Vanderbilt fan. I don't think Georgia's a good matchup. I'd probably take Georgia to cover this one.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Georgia's a good matchup for Tennessee on anything along the lines. I think Tennessee's going to get a lot of wins. I think Tennessee will beat Alabama when they play again and play it this year. I think Tennessee's going to be in the conversation for a similar playoff spot like they were last season.
One thing we haven't talked about, though.
But Aguilar, first big game.
Yeah.
Here, it's a good thing for him. It's at home.
That's right.
If it was in Georgia, then we wouldn't even have this conversation, I don't think.
Here's the thing. I ask you this. One thing we haven't talked about. How hot is Billy Napier's seat at Florida? After losing the USF?
I don't know. I think I probably could cook an egg on it here at this point. Now, so they're going to take the offside penalty off. And we're going to push it back. It's now to the 36-yard line. So it's back even further than it was in the first place. So as if it was a penalty on the Eagles. So instead of a 5-yard plus penalty, it became into a 5-yard minus year penalty, and it's a 10-yard swing.
This makes no sense. We'll have to get Coach Harris to explain this to us in the hallway because I have no idea what you're
I'm not asking him.
I'll ask him.
I'll let you take that one.
I'll see him every while. I'll ask him.
We may have our interview on Monday. I'm not going to reference this one.
I'll give it till about Thursday, and I'll ask him.
For it.
He'll have his mind on White House. He won't care about what happened tonight at that point.
Absolutely. That's probably true. But no, it's one of those, like, I may leave that topic out here at this point.
But no, Billy Napier, Florida. Look, they're 1-1. They lost to a USF team they should have lost to, and their next 3 games are against teams ranked in the top 10. I think they've got
LSU this week.
They got LSU this week, and then they double it.
I don't know how that one's only 7.5. By the way,
I have no idea.
That's the thing that
it's a little scary.
And so, yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think Billy Napier's seat is very, very hot. The other one, by the way, let's get outside of our little bubble here for a second. They are going to call a false start on the Eagles, and so it's going to be pushed back. So instead of being +5, we're -5. So it's 2nd and 11 now with 4:38 to go here in the third quarter. Once again, your Eagles leading 31-8. We'll finish that thought a little bit later because there's a couple things outside of our little southeastern bubble.
Yeah.
That I think I may be right on something that I've called already. We may channel one on my column. We'll see. Xander Hodge under center. Gann goes in motion, hands it off to Lilly. Lilly right up the middle, finds the crease, puts it on the left side, stiff arm. Oh, at the 40. He's getting to the 30, to the 20. It's a foot race to the 10. Pushed through the goal line. He reaches for it. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. I think he's right.
He's right, yeah.
He is right. It was a foot race. Grant Lilly down the sideline.
It was a great tough run right there. I think the official got it right. He looked like I did see a footstep on the white line about the 6-yard line, but it was a tough run.
I didn't quite pull out my down the stretch they come call there for it, but it is down to the 5 as Grant Lilly quiets all that talk about the penalty one way or the other. And down to the 5, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for Xander Hodge and company as Xander's under center. Braxton Cook now in the back. Freeman in motion. Ball goes to Cook. Cook tries to push forward. He's not going to get a whole lot of extra yards this time. It's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage at the 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line for the Eagles. What a run by Grant Lilly. And I don't know, I think I'd tell him to help get his drink and get his drink quick because he's going to need to get in there if there's a 3rd down play.
That's right. I'd give it back to him right now.
So it's 2nd and 5 from the 5. Hodge sets up under center. Sends Gann in motion, takes a snap, gives it to Gann. Gann around the outside, follows the blocker towards the goal line, and he's in! Another touchdown, Eagles! That, of course, is a Trevecca Nazarene touchdown here on WHIN Radio. And another 6 points for your Eagles, up 37-8, pending this extra point. Braxton Cook on to kick. Xander Hodge to hold. Great run by Dylan Gann following his blocker. Carson Borders right in front of him. As Braxton Cook takes a snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So with that, the Eagles take a 38-8 lead over the Smith County Owls here on WHNRadio.com. Jeff Combs, Robin Spears here with you as Cook steps away as a short kick, bounces off of the Smith County defender and returner on the front line. It's going to end up in the hands of the Smith County up man. They're going to put it at the 40, maybe the 39. And it amazes me, Robin, with a quarterback the talent of Riley Martin for Smith County, the Eagles say, we'll start you at the 40. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's because we've got a game plan, Coach. I think the plan is we're going to put pressure on him constantly and not give him chances to get those long pass plays in.
So Martin takes a snap. There is a flag down. False start on Smith County. And so we'll push it back another 5 yards. And I think you're right. I think the Eagles just going to say, especially up 38-8.
We're going to pin our ears back and come after him.
That's my line. That's my line. Pin your ears back. That Eagle defense is coming after this one. Haven't gotten a sack yet, but, man, they've been awful close several times here. As Martin takes a snap, looking towards his left, going to throw it over the top to number 22. He's going to be tripped up. That was by Jason Strelinsky, the good tackle of number 22 for Smith County. Great tackle by Jason Strelinsky. The receiver for Smith County is Ben Howell, the junior tight end. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Owls. Once again, a little touch pass over Cook there to get a lot of that yardage back. Snap is away, hands off inside. That is to number 9, Julian Dillon. And that's going to be enough for a first down for Smith County as Jason Strelinsky in on that tackle as well. Strelinsky getting a big opportunity here, as we talked about earlier in the High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas injury report, that Isaiah Scandon is out, and Jason Strelinsky is getting a big chance to play here as a senior.
Yep. Getting some reps in there in the second.
Martin takes a snap, looking towards his left side, going to throw it over the top. It's going to be bobbled by 22, but he's going to pull it down. Met and a good open field tackle by Dylan Gann. Gain of 4 for the Owls. As you see right now, Smith County countering the pressure by just throwing little touch passes over the linebackers at this point.
Tempo. I know they're down 30 points. You know, it's a long road back. They're just trying to get as many plays off as they can at this point. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Clock does continue to tick. Eagles lead by 38-8. Martin in the shotgun takes a snap, bobbles the snap, picks it back up, looks downfield. He's going to be made. He's going to air it out deep downfield towards his man number 1. It's going to be caught.
He caught it.
Wow.
That was impressive.
Number 1 for Smith County. No name here on our roster. That was an impressive catch over Aaron Freeman and Dylan Gann.
I mean, he had one spot to put it. He put it up high and over the DB's head. The receiver got behind both defenders at the last second, went up high, pointed the football, and came down with it. That's why I think putting the pressure on the quarterback this whole quarter has been successful. We took the pressure off there and tried to back up and play defense, and they got one in behind us.
So number 0 behind. They've run this play once already and scored 2 points on the first time. There's the snap. Looking towards the side, going to air it out towards the pylon. It's going to be incomplete. And the 2-point conversion fails. And with 32.6 seconds, the Eagles lead 38-14 over the Smith County Owls. The Eagles are ready for it. Only Aaron Freeman is in the back.
Oh, it looks like
as the kick is there, is recovered and fell on by Easton Morris. No, excuse me, Grant Lilly with it that time on the hands team for the Eagles. And Westmoreland will start on their own 49-yard line.
Hey, I will give a quick shout out to Greg Law. He's our BSN sales representative. He does a great job getting all our sports teams the apparel and equipment they need. He's helped out the basketball programs tremendously. I know he does great work for other sports too, but boys and girls basketball, middle school, high school, he does a great job representing us and getting us the equipment and uniforms and stuff we need. But I will say, he texted me. He didn't like any of my picks. He says Georgia by 6, Nevada by 14, and the Gamecocks, Jeff, in a close one by 2. So he thinks that Vandy's going to hang in better than anybody. Right? But he didn't like any of my upsets.
Snap is away to Hodge. Hodge is going to hand off inside. That is to Cook, I believe. I don't believe it was Grant. Yeah, it's Braxton Cook. They're going to give him a loss of 1, it appears, on the play. And I think it seems like Coach Harris will be more than happy to let that one wrap up the third quarter of play. Yep, he calls his crew in.
He's calling.
Dana Hodge turns and calls everybody in. And the clock will run down to end this third quarter of play with the Eagles up 38-14 here on WHINradio.com. Don't go away. Fourth quarter coming up.
I'm getting better as I go over here.
Eagles go back under center. It's 2nd and 11 as Hodge takes a snap. Fakes it to Cook. It goes to Gann. Gann trying to get around the outside. He's going to be tackled right at the 50-yard line. So a gain of about 3. And it'll be 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Call it 3rd and 8 from midfield. Best news is we're in the fourth quarter with a 24-point lead. Not quite comfortable enough. I don't feel like you have to take the air completely out of the tires and start subbing in, but at the same time, don't want to see nobody get hurt right here. Long, slow, methodical drive. NFL, they call it the 4-minute offense. They bring out the 4-minute offense, Jeff. Slow this thing down to a halt. Maybe get one more score and then get these boys out of here.
That would be wonderful as they are in the wing tee. Braxton Cook in the back. Hodge under center. Sends Freeman in motion. Ball goes to Freeman around that right end. Follows his blocker. Gets back upfield. Turns upfield. He gets to the 42. Yeah, it's going to be short. He's going to be about a yard short on it.
He had a wave of blockers right there. Looked like Braylon Huffines. He's in my first block chemistry class. He come around from that weak side guard position, got all the way around the edge on the strong side and threw a great block right there.
They're going to put it up at the 41-yard line. I think that is a very generous spot for the Eagles. And they're going to give a first down for the Eagles. Aaron Freeman does get it. Does get that first down. And so they're going to move the chains, and
that might have been a makeup call for whatever that was a while ago that we couldn't understand, because there's been some questionable spots tonight. They hadn't necessarily helped us or hurt us, but it's been kind of weird. I think he was about a yard too short, but we'll take it.
I thought he was too, but you're absolutely right. I will take it every chance we get. As ball's on the 41, 1st and 10, and the clock continues to run at 10:15 to go in the final quarter of play. As Hodge goes under center, takes a snap, gives it to Cook. Cook pushes forward, and he will get about 4 yards on the play.
Tough yards right there. Tough 3-yard pickup, 4-yard pickup.
Looks like Cortez was a little slower to get up there. Don't want to lose him right now either. As it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, tick, tick, tick. It feels like we've took off about 2 minutes off the clock and only ran 2 plays. Just watching, like to see our boys take this play clock all the way down into under 10 seconds before we snap the ball. It's at 18 now. No reason to be in a hurry.
Hodge goes under center. Number 7, that's Brown, goes in motion. Cuts back upfield. Gets pulled from behind. Stays up. Somehow stays up. Spins up another one. Keeps going on the sideline. All the way to the 15-yard line. That's Jordan Bell with the carry.
Tough, hard run right there by the freshman. They really like what they see in him. He's got some agility. I tell you what was impressive right there, Coach. He has that boy seemed like he got a low center of gravity. Like he takes shot after shot from left, right, from in front, behind. He finds ways to stay on his feet. I bet you he got hit 4 times right there and never went to the ground.
Absolutely right. So we're going to be 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line after the impressive run by Bell.
I'm telling you, as a freshman, he's impressive running the football.
8:45 to go. And counting. Hodge back under center. Sends Cook in motion, going to hand it off. That is number 31 for the Eagles.
Brett Lowry.
Brett Lowry, absolutely. Short gain for the sophomore running back. And the Eagles will go 2nd and 8. Once again, more than happy to let more time click off of this clock, as we are now under 8 minutes. Eagles right now back at the pace they want to be at and love nothing more than running this clock out. As Hodge goes under center, takes the snap, gives it to Bell again. Bell tries to get around the edge. He's going to get inside the 12 and push out of bounds there. So it's going to be third and a decision, if you will. It's going to be about 6, it looks like, maybe 7. As we are 7:43 to go. Eagles trying to punch one more score in here. Up by 24. Play clock continues to click down. Is down to 20 seconds now. As we have Lowry in the back. That is then Urell and Bell on the 2 halfback spots as Xander goes under center. This one goes to Bell. And back to Urell in the reverse. And Smith County was ready for that one. Smith County was in the back and brought down Urell immediately on the handoff. Well played by the Owls.
Yeah, they read that one perfectly. Good open field tackling right there. Nothing you can say about that. It's good play on defense. Let's see where we go here. 4th and 6. Do we run a play, keep running the clock, or do we bring out the kick team? Looks like we're going to go for it here. You know, 4th down play, 4th and 6, and 12-yard line. You know,
it's about 4th and 9 now after the loss of the play there.
You get it, you don't. It's good as a punt.
So with 6:45, they are going to run a 4th down play here.
Or is it just going to be a quick snap and a timeout?
Hodge sends Bell into motion. There's the snap. Hodge looking towards his right. Going to throw it across the middle, and traffic is going to fall incomplete. Intended for Burns. And with that, the ball will turn back over on downs back to Smith County. Eagles lead 38-14. And so deep in the territory of Smith County on the 15-yard line is where the Owls will start this drive. Once again, Eagles lead by 24 with 6:35 to play, 38-14. And really nothing more for the Eagles to just get out of this one unscathed, as number 8, Thomas Franson, comes into play in the secondary for Xander Hodge. Going to probably see a couple of new clean jerseys as Martin hands it off to Dillon. Dillon trying to get around that left side. He's going to be tackled by James Urell, but it is enough for another first down for the Owls, but not good back at the first down marker. Braxton Cook.
It's a cramp, looks like.
Looks like a cramp. He has taken his helmet off. I will, if we get a better High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas injury report update, we'll let you know. And welcome back to the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as Carson Borders walks off, or excuse me, not Carson Borders, he just did our little lead-in. But Braxton Cook walks off fully on his own power for the Eagles. And Smith County comes to the line. It is still Riley Martin in at quarterback, takes a snap. Hands off to Dillon, coming around this left side, trying to get ahead. Number 31 brings right into him and finished off by Grant Lilly and Jason Sterlinski for a loss of about 3 on the play.
Jason Sterlinski over here at the strong side corner did a great job setting the edge. He had kept with the defender on his hip and, you know, gave the other guys time to get pursuit, and he finished him off. Grant Lilly on the initial tackle. Sterlinski finished him off.
38, Logan Burns checks in for the Eagles. I'm a little surprised to still see Grant Lilly out there at this point. But as long as Martin's there, I think the Eagles say we got to make sure. So Martin takes a snap, looking towards his right, throws it in the flat, tries to get upfield as Mason. Mason's going to be tackled from behind. That was number 31, Brett Lowry, that wrapped him up from behind, but there's a flag down behind the play. And it's going to be a hold on the initial call on Smith County. Be interesting to see what Coach Harris elects to do here. So it is a hold on Smith County, and he'll push it back. So with 5:27 to go, it is second and a long way to go for Smith County as they're on the 20. They need to get to the 44. So we'll call it second and 24. As Riley Martin and crew break the huddle. Martin prepares for the snap. He takes it, looks downfield, he's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be too far out ahead of his receiver, number 0.
Thank goodness, because he had a long way to run if he'd have caught it.
Absolutely he did.
He was going to catch it full stride at midfield, just off his hand.
So at 5:09, it's going to be 3rd and 24.
I will say this, secondary's played a lot better. I felt like they weren't being as aggressive enough or challenging for the ball enough in the first couple games. Tonight, been a much better job as a unit. I still don't like the fact that we're getting a few guys behind us that maybe shouldn't be, but they've held up for the most part. One big pass play hurt them. That's been it.
Martin ready for the snap. There it is. Looking towards his right. The Eagles are in the backfield. He's going to break free out of it somehow. Finally, we are sacked down. Grant Lilly will get credit for the sack here for the Eagles. And a loss of a couple more. And it's going to be 4th and an even longer way to go. As it looks to be Martin is still down on the field for Smith County. Tended to by the Smith County coaches. So at 4:51, we're going to have another injury timeout as Martin is the one down now for the Owls. Eagles lead 38-14 with 4:51 to go and look to about get the ball back when we come back here on WHNRadio.com. And so it looks to that Smith County will punt this ball back to the Eagles. 2 returners back are both Freeman and Gann for the Eagles, as Pickett will be kicking this one back to the Eagles. Snap is high, goes over his head, and it's going to go out of bounds as the kicker lands on it, and that's going to be a safety, extra 2 points for the Eagles to go up 40-14 with 4:35, and you get the ball.
And you get the ball. I ain't seen that in a minute.
Absolutely. And so as we are 4:35 to go from the end of this game here, we will, in the postgame, we will talk about a Player of the Game award. Kick is up. It is going to bounce at the 48-yard line, fielded by Dustin Burns for the Eagles. He's going to fall on it right at the 47-yard line of Westmoreland. So it looks like full second team for the Eagles, ones that we didn't get to say a whole lot of names from last week. As looking down there, we're trying to get as many as we can here. I see Bentley Payton on that far side from me, on that left tackle spot. I see 66 on this side. That's Garrett Lilly, of course, the younger brother of Grant Lilly. Jordan Bell handling the quarterback responsibilities now. Also checked in the game is number 20, Russ Urell, the freshman for the Eagles. We'll try and get more names, as much of these as we can here. As Jordan Bell will go under center. Sends number 20 in motion. Ball goes to 20. 20 tries to cut back upfield. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Number 20 is Russ Urell. And a loss of about 4 on the play for the freshman.
Yeah, it looks like we've subbed out completely right here. Freshman quarterback, freshman tailback, freshman, or at least inexperienced underclassmen offensive line. They're still going up against what looks like most of Smith County starters. Got brother and brother together. Got James Jarrell and Russ Jarrell, brothers in there together at running back. Junior and a freshman.
Absolutely. As Jordan Bell gets the play call in.
It's got to be a nice moment for mom and dad to see them on the field together.
Jordan Bell under center. Sends James Jarrell in motion. Ball's going to go to 31, Brett Lowry. Gain of a couple right up the middle to keep that clock running. Down to under 3:30 now. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
I like Lowry. He's a shifty runner. He come out for the soccer team last year and made the team, and he's just as good on the soccer field. He's got a lot of athleticism. I can see why they like him as much as I do.
Absolutely. Right now that backfield is Lowry and the 2 Urels, as you mentioned. Across that offensive line, I see number 66, we say Garrett Lilly. I see 50, which is Hayden Banks. 75, I believe, which is Bryson Walford, if it is. They're snapping the ball.
Number 66 at right tackle, who is that?
That is Garrett Lilly. Urushiel goes in motion. The ball is over Jordan Bell's head. Jordan Bell pulls it down. He's trying to find a crease to move upfield. He's going to be tackled and swallowed up by several Owls. And so the Owls will force a 4th down for the Eagles as the ball is all the way back at the 32-yard line. Punt team coming back on. Your normal punt team, including senior number 44, Grant Lilly, on to kick this one away. And 2 minutes to play. Once again, mostly just a formality at this point. The Eagles trying to get everyone lined up here as Ryland Stats is late coming out. 7 seconds left, they're going to have to call a timeout.
Looks like Coach Harris took a timeout once as much time runs off the clock as he can. You sub out, you get all those young guys in there, and you got to go back to the original punt team. And some of those guys ain't got their helmets; they just stand around and they weren't ready to get back out there.
My question would be: are you able to go to who would punt on a normal Monday night JV game?
Yeah,
kind of thing. I don't know. Once again, I can't speak to that. But they do call a timeout. It is a harmless timeout, as you've already alluded to. As Grant Lilly will be ready to kick this one away. Snap is away. Grant steps into one. Is a high kick. It's going to land at the 37-yard line, caught there by number 0 for Smith County. Fair caught. And that's where Smith County will start this drive with 1:42 remaining. Eagles lead 40-14. But Robin, it is still Riley Martin out there playing quarterback.
I mean, it's just a difference in philosophy. I get it, I guess. Trying to get some consistency offensively. We put out what looks like half starting, half sub defense.
And so, timeout called by the Eagles.
I think Coach Harris is upset. He still got it. The Smith County guys still got their starters in on offense, and Coach Harris has had enough of it. He's called timeout. He wants the starters back out there on defense.
So that's what the Eagles do. First team comes out there. Martin in the shotgun. I think they're coming. Snap is low, and the Eagles recover on the fumble. Grant Lilly got the first touch on it. Ryland Stats comes in with the fumble recovery. And the Eagles will get the ball back on the fumble.
Maybe we rattled them a little bit emotionally right there, Coach. We set the first D back out there, and they bobbled the snap. We fell on it and got the turnover we was looking for. 1:37 right here now. We can just sit on this thing.
I think Riley Martin knew what was about to happen because he tried to handle it all faster than he had all night long.
He knew we were coming to get him.
And so it was a little fast for the running back for Smith County, and the Eagles get the ball back. So Jordan Bell's in the shotgun here. It's minute 37. Bell sends Urel in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to run to the right side. Tries to get around the corner. Bell breaks free from one. Pushes forward. He's going to be down to the 25-yard line.
Man, I like the way he runs the football.
Gain of about 5 for Jordan Bell. So minute 15 as they're going to put it up at the 26-yard line. A lot farther than I gave him credit for. It's going to be a 9-yard gain. Just needs about one more for first down as we're at a minute 3. Jordan Bell gets the call as we are now under a minute. 15 seconds on that play clock as they break the huddle. Brett Lowry beside Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell takes that, and he's going to kneel down. And with that, Smith County will let the clock run out. So with 30 seconds to go here, we'll click the rest of the way out. Don't forget, we're going to have our post-game show here. Where we'll talk about tonight's game. We'll give a player of the game. We'll look ahead to White House next week and an extra point here on our post-game show. You don't want to miss it here on WHINradio.com. Two coaches meet right at midfield, and Ryan Harris and the Smith County coach are talking about probably whatever happened there at the end of the game.